Hi, my name is Professor Niemeyer, and I'm going to be teaching trigonometry and differential equations, two different courses this summer. And I wanted to give you an overview of what my courses are going to look like online since we find ourselves fully online this summer. The COVID-19 pandemic, everything is shut down. This is definitely a stressful time for you. So I wanted to go the extra mile to really help a lot of you understand what it is you would expect from me and my course if you decided to enroll this summer in trigonometry and differential equations. So I'm going to be teaching my classes synchronously. So that means that there's going to be a set lecture time. But don't worry, because if you miss a lecture, or if you have to miss many lectures, they are all going to be recorded. Okay, so what to expect. So you'll notice on the screen right now, you obviously see this right here. This is a PowerPoint presentation. Off to the right of your screen, you see what looks to be an app and some sort of tablet, and this is in fact Notability, right? And I use this sort of as a digital whiteboard so that you can see what I'm writing, but also so that I don't have to put everything on a PowerPoint slide, and I can work through an example with you in real time. So while this is a recording, this would in fact be streaming video through YouTube, and everybody could be watching this while we will be discussing over in Microsoft Teams. Okay, so this gives me a lot of flexibility, to do some mathematics. We can talk about trig, we can talk about calculus. Right, there's a lot that we can do. We can talk about differential equations, and I have a whole host of apps that I can bring up on the fly to really drive home a lot of the points that we'll be discussing in a virtual setting. So let's go through some of the points of the lecture. So classes are online. As I said, we'll be teaching synchronously with recorded lectures. So if you miss a lecture, you'll be able to watch the whole lecture later. Synchronous office hours, they will be at a set time every week, but they will also be recorded. You'll be able to watch the office hours and look at the transcript later in the in the day of the week, whenever you want to, if you have to miss one or many lectures. Handwritten homework is going to be turned in via OneNote. Okay, so I will eventually send out to all my students a little tutorial on how to do that. It's pretty straightforward. You would just need a CAN scan or Office scan for your phone, or a standalone scanner on or with your computer, and you just scan a PDF and you upload that. It's pretty straightforward, and I've had a lot of success with it so far. Class discussions and virtual Q&A will also be in Microsoft Teams, and then the exams will be open note and open book, and you'll have a window of 2 or 3 days to complete these, because I know things are really chaotic right now. But they'll be turned in via OneNote as well, and you'll also hear the tranquil sounds of hangry cats in the background, because I have 4 of them and they like to be fed. So differential equations, so that you know, is going to be 3 p.m. to 5:15 p.m. And then college trigonometry is going to be Mondays and Wednesdays from 12:15 to 2:45. Okay, so differential equations is Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. Trigonometry is Monday, Wednesday. So how you're going to obtain points, or at least one way, will be class participation. And if you miss a lecture, that's no problem. All you'll have to do is make a video of yourself asking a question, answering a question for somebody else, and joining in the virtual discussion. So if you happen to miss a lecture or many lectures, making a video of yourself answering a problem, if you've got a tablet, or if you've got a little whiteboard at home, or if you just want to do a voiceover of you with some sort of PowerPoint presentation, any way you want to convey to us that you have answered a question that somebody else had, or asked a question that you're confused on, and even if you want to just post this in a channel on Teams via text, don't have a strong internet connection, no problem. What I'm saying is, I'm trying to be flexible. I know this is a very difficult time, and many of you are expecting a face-to-face experience, so we're pretty much the entire university is scrambling to find ways to make this possible for all of our students, and this is the way that I hope to do it. Okay. So weekly homework and twice weekly participation. The participation we just talked about. If lecture is going to be at least twice a week, ask a question during that lecture period, right? So there are going to be exercises and readings that you have to do beforehand. And the point of lecture is to go over those readings, to go over those exercises you tried beforehand, so that we spend more time working on problems face-to-face in a virtual setting and recording that so people are able to get the same benefit as if they had attended the lecture. And then there's going to be 2 exams, as I mentioned before, open note, open book. This is going to be the honor system, folks. I trust all of you. There's a temptation, obviously, to Google answers and to go to chegg.com and find this or that. But I guarantee you, if you try that, it will lead you astray and it will end up biting you in the rear end in the end. And being bit in the rear end academically or just in life is never any fun. So I'm going to trust all of you to just use the notes that I give you and the textbook that I provide you to answer the questions on both the exams during the summer session as well as the final exam. So if you have any questions at all, right, my email address is niemeye1@msudenver.edu. Okay? And I also have a website at sites.msudenver.edu/NIEMEYE1, where you can read about me. I have a little bit of a bio on there, as well as some recent blogs about going online. So if you have any questions at all, or any concerns, or any interest in taking trigonometry this summer or differential equations, definitely reach out to me. We're all trying to be flexible and helpful as much as we can, and we know this is a troubling time. So if there's any chance that you want to take these courses, but you're afraid that it's going to be a traditional online experience, don't worry. We're going to make this as face-to-face as possible. Okay. Thank you, and have a good day. So in case you're wondering what's with the color scheme of the text throughout the slides, this is just an added note. Recent study has indicated that when the color of the font or the words has a gradient to it from, say, red to white and then white to blue, it actually increases the reader's ability to focus on what's being read. And going from line to line with a little bit of space in between actually makes it easier to process the information. I hope this is true. I really have no idea, but it was on the internet, so it must be true. So let me know what you think of this video, and if you're interested in taking trig or differential equations. If not, no big deal. Good luck. I wish you all a successful end of the semester. Stay healthy, stay safe, and stay inside.